Hello, and I'd like to welcome you all once again to the old schoolhouse here in the hamlet of Butterstone for another wee half an hour concert. And it's from a lovely, sunny, beautiful Perthshire tonight. The weather's been beautiful over the last few days, but I seem to have been running around like a headless chicken for some reason. And it's just that sort of time of year. Now, we had a little glitch earlier on. Some of you might have noticed it. But our technology suddenly put us live, put the broadcast live when we weren't ready. And so for about a minute, I think there was pictures of me walking about the old school. But anyway, that was just to explain. We don't know what happened there at all. But anyway, could you please welcome to the stage the wonderful Tatty Faces, and who will be accompanying me with their usual virtuosity tonight. And I thought I would start with this wee song, which is an older song of mine. So we'll see how we go on with it. It's not one I sing very often, but hopefully He is the farmer, and he turns our tired soil, and he watches as the water once so cool is brought up to the boil. His tired eyes from relentless seasons burn, hold him to his every word, and all the things still left undone. Look now, there's another page, another story. Look now, there's another reason why it's hard to rest in peace. And he is the sailor, and he rows on 7 seas. The storm has brought him to his knees. And he'll keep on searching until all the shoals have gone, and there's not one single dream that he can sail his ship upon. Now there's another page, another story. Look now, there's another reason why hard to rest in peace. Mr. Tieface. He is the honest man, and we all know how he's been. We all know his story, and we've seen it on the silver screen. And though his wisdom, oh, we barely tried to save, his memory, it lingers, oh, and it will haunt us to the grave. Look now, there's another page, another story. Look now, there's another reason why it's hard to rest in peace. Look now, there's another page, another story. Look now, there's another reason why it's hard to rest in peace. Thank you very much, and that's my wee song. He's a farmer, and I'm going to change guitars for this next song, and I've got my wee request thing going on here as well. Hold on. Just bear with me. Oops. And this next song, we've done it a few times on these shows, and so this is an opportunity for the global choir to make a wee bit of noise out there. And but that first song was requested by Laurie Cassell from Charleston in South Carolina. What a nice part of the world down there. I've done some shows down there. Great part of the world. And this next song is for Sheila Kelly from Greenfield in Massachusetts, and for Greg Carlton from Auckland in New Zealand. So I hope you guys are watching. It seems to me that the one, times are tough, and but it seems to me you're allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to make mistakes and fall down, and that's just what human beings do. The one thing you mustn't do, you mustn't just lie down and give up. You're allowed to make mistakes, and so this wee song, you mustn't lie down and give up on it all. So this wee song's chorus is easy. You sing, "You can fall, but you must not lie down. You can fall, but you must not lie down." And then the other wee bit, "I know you're lost in the deep of the fiddle sweet sound. You can fall, but you must not lie down." And we'll have a wee go at this, and we'll just see how we get on with the global choir tonight, and see what kind of... I'm going to have a wee mouthful of my medicine here, just... But yeah, no, it's been crazy. I've had a crazy week. I've had more vegetables than I know what to do with. They're now calling me the cucumber king in the village. And I grow all these kind of for Butterstone anyway, for Perthshire, kind of exotic vegetables like cucamelons and tomatillos, and I grow them all from seed, and they're all producing incredible. And those of you who have been watching these wee shows, you might have heard me talking some months ago about flax. I got very interested in the whole business of flax, and the area around here. Flax is the vegetable that is used, that is used to make linen, and it was a big. All the mills around here in the 1800s were all flax mills, and it was grown in the fields around here. You don't see it very often now, but I grew a little 2-meter square of flax. I'm going to try and see if I can get enough flax from I know the process of how you turn the long stems into flax. I want to see if I can maybe even make a wee handkerchief or something. But I just want to go through the process. But my flax is flowering. It's beautiful. It's this beautiful little flower. And it's my third attempt to grow the flax, because the first attempt, a pigeon ate all the seeds, and then I did it again, and then the pigeon ate all the seeds the second time. So the third time I put a net over it to stop the pigeon, and so I'll try and get a photograph and let you see the flax, because it's very interesting. Anyway, let's see if we can make a bit of noise with this global choir. There's just me and Jenny in the old school tonight, and we're a wee bit stressed after the little technical issue we had earlier on. We just don't know what caused that. Some kind of maybe it was AI or something. Maybe it's starting to. Maybe it's broadcasting itself now. Or I don't know. Speak your mind, she said, but there are words best left alone. Try to be kind, she said, for there's no grace in doing wrong. When you're standing on your highest hill, and you shout but no one hears, you can fall but you must not lie down. You can fall but you must not lie. I know you're lost in the deep of the fiddle sweet sound. Oh, you can fall, but you must not lie down. That's the chorus. That's what you sing. So grab a wee mouthful of whatever libation you have beside you, whether it's a wee wine or a wee drambuie or a wee Glenfiddich, a wee cup of tea. Try again. You can fall, but you must not lie down. You can fall, but you must not lie down. I know you're lost in the deep of the fiddle sweet sound. You can fall, you must not lie down. Pull in your tired wings. Oh, there's no need to know it all. Listen how the silence sings. Now's the time for standing tall. And when you're standing on your highest hill, can fall, but you must not lie down. You can fall, but you must not lie down. I know you're lost in the deep of the fiddle's sweet sound. Oh, you can fall, you must not lie down. Da 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 da. And dream on, little one. There are flowers in your hair. See what the time has done. It scattered diamonds everywhere. And when you're standing on your highest hill, you shout, but no one hears you. You can fall, but you must not lie down. You can fall, but you must not lie down. I know you're lost in the deep of the fiddle's sweet sound. Oh, you can fall, but you must not lie down. This is where you sing it on your own. Okay, Global Choir, are you ready? Here we go. You can fall. I think that's fantastic. I'm getting a vibe here in the old school. I'm getting a Global Choir vibe. But I think it's fantastic. I think you should do it again. I think you were just getting the hang of it there. So we'll do it one more time on your own. Here we go. You can fall. Beautiful, beautiful. You can fall, but you must not lie. And we'll do it one more time to finish off. You can fall, but you must not lie down. You can fall, but you must not lie down. I know you're lost in the deep of the fiddle's sweet sound. Oh, you can fall, but you must not lie down. Well done, well done, well done, Global Choir. That was sounding beautiful. Wasn't that beautiful, Mr. Tattyface? Yeah, Duncan, it was. We were certainly getting it up, getting that vibe up here. And just going to change my guitar again. I've got a lot of guitars on the go here tonight. Now I haven't done this song for a while. And I just came back from the island of Lewis. Some of you might have watched the wee broadcast we did from up there. And it's a fantastic place where I have a wee house up on the west coast. And just along and it's on a beach. And just along from us in the kind of 1800s, after a storm, they discovered this cache of chess pieces, all beautifully carved chess pieces. They're called the Lewis chessmen. You've probably heard of them. They're one of the most famous and I think one of the most valuable historic artifacts, archaeological artifacts. Anyway, they were found on the beach just along from our house, and they're fantastic little characters. And they believe that they found a whole bunch of stuff, and there was a beautifully carved. They're all carved out of walrus tusks. And they're quite big, and actually I did an experiment one night, and I laid them out. They're all different sizes, and you can lay them out, and you can see, you can make the shape of the walrus tusk, and you can see where whoever made them in Norway or somewhere probably cut the walrus tusk down and then carved the little pieces. But they're beautifully carved ivory pieces, and so if you've never heard of them, go and Google them. They're incredible. But they're the most amazing little characters, and. But they're so kind of well, the queen's got her head, and they're desperate wee characters. You know, the queen's got her head in her hands like that, and the wee guys on the backs of the horses are looking really pissed off, and they're the strangest, weirdest little characters. So I had this idea one time. I was on the beach where they were found. And I was imagining these little characters marching up the beach and what kind of adventure they were on and what kind of mischief they were up to, you know. And I wrote this song, it's called Marching Mystery. So we'll have a wee go at it and see how we get on. And there's a wee line in it you can sing if you want. It's just marching, marching, marching mystery. Okay? And I want you to try and imagine these little characters wondering where they were heading and what their reason coming up on the beach in Lewis was. Can you see them yet? From ship to shining shore, out of an age when time was young, across the silver ocean's floor, their endless battle has begun, and they burn upon the open hand, blinding all who see. They feast upon the desert land, marching on. They burn upon the open hand, blinding all who see. They feast upon the desert land, marching, marching, marching mystery. That's the bit that you can sing. Try it. Marching, marching, marching mystery. And she holds her weary head, her heavy horsemen stand alone. It's for the living and the dead, search their fortune far from home. They burn upon the open hand, blinding all who see. They feast upon the desert land, marching on. You can sing that bit as well. Marching on, they burn upon the open hand, blinding all who see. They feast upon the desert land, marching, marching, marching mystery. There is majesty, there is tragedy, all in one place. Rank and file ever turning and moving the space on paths of black and gold. They come with tales too dark to speak, oh, but the fascination holds. It compels us on to search and seek, and they burn upon the open hand, blinding all who see. They feast upon the desert land. Here we go. Marching on, they burn upon the open hand, blinding all who see. They feast upon the desert land, marching, marching, marching mystery. We'll do that again. And they burn upon the open hand, blinding all who see. They feast upon the desert land, marching on. They burn upon the open hand, blinding all who see. They feast upon the desert land, marching, marching, marching mystery, marching, marching, marching mystery. Thank you very much. And that's my strange little song about the Lewis chessmen, Marching Mystery. And I remember we were up one time walking along the beach with my late dear friend Davy Duncan, and there was the rib cage of an old, I think it was an old sheep, sort of poking out of the sand dunes on the beach where the pieces were found. And Davy says, "Oh, look, there's the Lewis chess player." We all had a bit of a laugh. But yeah, if you get a chance to go up there and spot them, they're now in the British Museum in London. Well, most of them are down there at the moment. But, anyway, I'm going to finish with this wee song, and I mentioned my late dear friend Davy Duncan there, and this wee song I wrote about. I have had an uncanny loss of friends, musical friends, through my 52 years of performing. All the musicians that I would love to have been able to get older with have all kind of left. And there's very few people I have around that I can sit and have the chats about doing tours in my 20s and 30s and stuff like that. So I wrote this song, and It's and it seemed to me that sort of as life was going on, they were taking one road, and I was still on this road, this main road, and they would take off little roads off to the side, and so I wrote this song, and I've got I'll just finish off the. March of Mystery was a request for Rachel Rosenfeld from Bideford in Maine. Hi, Rachel. And Maine's a beautiful part of the world as well. I think I say that every time I mention a request from. I mean, there's no place that I live everywhere, actually. And this Mr. Time was for Sophie Larnson from Trondheim in Norway. Now, I've never been to Norway, and I would love to go to Norway. And also Andy Fraser from Inverness. Now, I have a strange thing. I don't know. I have one of these pinkies that curls up. It didn't when I was younger. It wasn't, and it doesn't bother my guitar playing. But I've got a pinky where if I put my hands relaxed like that, my pinky curls up. Lots of people have it, but I was reading a very interesting thing that you only get that is if you've got Norse DNA in your system. So I'm actually a Viking, but the Vikings kind of completely controlled Scotland at one point. So I'd love to go to Norway. It would be just brilliant. So I'll finish with this wee song and. So, old friends, we say goodbye. The journey's lost and gone. Oh, and I can barely recognize the road we traveled on. Lost inside the mist of time, the memories fade away. The story turned and you would leave. It turned and I would stay. Sometimes I hear the music when I wait for sleep to call. It gently fills that empty space that hides inside us all. Lost inside the mist of time, the memories fade away. The story turned and you would leave. It turned and I would stay. And so I'll say a last goodbye and heal this heart of mine. I'll travel down some other road, some other dream to find. Lost inside Thank you very much. And that's my wee song, The Mists of Time, about all my departed pals. And that brings me to the end of this wee half hour. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, I've got to read some things down here. Yep. So next week there will not be a live stream because I'm going to Edinburgh for a reception and to attend the Edinburgh Military Tattoo. So we're back on Saturday the 15th for Live 316. So this weekend, that's what I was telling you, I'm running around like a headless chicken. And so now the other wee thing is that people like those of you who watch the ticketed shows will know that I do a couple of little videos every show. And during the week when the tickets are available for sale for the show, I put all the videos up, and if you buy a ticket for the show, you can watch all my wee 5-minute videos for that week. But people love them so much that I'm going to start putting it up for the whole month. So the tickets for the next live show, although it's a month away, are up now. And if you buy a ticket, you can watch the wee videos. So that was that was what I was going to say. We'll put the tickets already up, I think, actually. I've done it already. And the next ticketed concert is on Saturday, the 29th of August. So if you buy it, you can go in and buy your ticket and go in and watch the wee videos, and then you'll still have your ticket when the live show comes along. So that's all my intimations. And thank you very much. Nothing left to do but say good night. Thanks to Jenny. Hope you're all looking after each other. Things are pretty crazy. At the moment, they've been crazy for 7 years since we started doing these shows. But as long as we can all get together and have a wee sing, and we're all looking after each other, and we're all staying cheery and looking and smiling like a tatty face, then we'll nothing coming over us, as my father would say. There's nothing coming over you. So good night. You all take care. Have a great week. And I'll see you in a couple of weeks' time. It is going to be this time because I'm away next weekend. Bye-bye, and thank you very much.